What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got the team of the season in FC Mobile, starting with the Premier League team of the season. We got the whole look of all the players here with some wicked looking cards in this one, including that 98 Holland, 98 Van Dijk, and 98 overall Declan Rice. So definitely excited to get this team in the season started. Make sure to subscribe up to the channel if you have not already. Turn on those notifications. Get ready for team of the season on FC Mobile. So first thing we're going to do, recap some of the things that we saw in the stream earlier, everything you need to know about team of the season. We'll also show you the walkout animation at the end, which I have seen, but I absolutely love there. So we'll react to that one, but we got the main chapter that we have from here. And basically the first thing, and this isn't, I don't think it's new. We had it a little bit in some of the last seasons, but I think it is new to this season. But basically daily warm-up, you play 5 matches or complete 5 matches / skill games in division rivals, or the team of the season chapter, unlock a daily reward. And you can only choose one reward between a player and gems and coins. So basically pick one of those things. Usually they're not a lot. It's like, you know, a pretty low overall player, like an 80 overall base player or something, but it's something that you can add in, maybe throw into some of the exchanges. Then we have this, which I did a really good job, obviously, of screenshotting, but this is the milestones that you can get. So you got the first milestones that we have, 93 overall players for doing 1, 10, and then 17 there. And then you can see as we go further along, they're going to be players from some of the different leagues. And I'm thinking the reason we haven't seen them in here is because these leagues haven't dropped yet, so we'll see the players as they continue kind of drop out of there. Then we got this final reward here, and the final reward is after claiming 40 of the daily warm-up rewards. And it is untradeable, which seems to be the story of FC Mobile lately, is everything is untradeable, which is obviously unfortunate. I would love to see non-tradable or tradable cards. But you do get that there. Hopefully a good overall card or a good card, but it will be released at a later date if you play that. So just kind of playing through the daily points there. I thought at first it was going to be these feature players beside, but I think that's something different to make it look like, ooh, these are the players you can get at the end. But I think they're just feature players. So we got Premier League feature players here with a 99 overall Patrick Vieira. Now that is absolutely unreal, especially if you've ever used Patrick Vieira in FC Mobile. He is an absolutely amazing player every single time I've used him, so I'm definitely excited to try that Patrick Vieira card out. Van Dijk, obviously, we saw him in there as well, the top 2 rated cards. Actually, we got Douglas there too, and we got Declan Rice. So a lot of 98 overall cards in there, and then just like a link to the different places you can go in Team of the Season. So the first chapter we got is Premier League. Now, each week, a new chapter is going to unlock as the new leagues come. If you've ever done Team of the Season before, you've kind of seen this. If you haven't, basically a new league comes out with each of the new weeks featuring the players from that league. And in this one, we have the Team of the Season feature rewards of the players and then the Universal Rank players, which I did see a Mascherano at the end of it. So basically, play through this, get the points, complete it, and then once you get enough of the progress things, you can claim your Team of the Season point A and use those Team of the Season point A, which looks like you need 50 of them, or you get 50 of them when you complete it, to go and spend on the track that is along the end of this one. You also have the option of picking up more of the FC points by watching ads or with the offer. Now, this is the part where I am not a huge fan of this, and I've talked about this a lot in past seasons. Every time this has come up, this idea of like hiding the end requirements and hiding the amount of points that we need in order to do this. So unless this hopefully like appears in a guide or some way we see this some other way, definitely not a fan of this. For one main reason is the fact that you have a Team of the Season offer, which I'm assuming means you can buy it for FC points. Should you? No, do not buy it for FC points or spend your gems or whatever it is on this offer. And then you go along here and have no idea how much you have to spend to get to some of these further paths. We have all the way up to 7, 8, and then I think 8, 8 is the last one, but all the way up to 8. And we could be spending like 6,000 of these by the end. And I've fallen for this before, where you end up having like the most expensive thing in the end. You're like, oh, wow, I thought I was doing great. And then all of a sudden, it turns out you weren't, and you need to spend a lot more points. So be very, very cautious of this until we find out how much you actually have to spend towards the end. Just don't go all in it right away. I'll probably try and see if I can complete as much of that as possible to sort of showcase it for you so that you can kind of see and don't have to waste any FC points, thinking you can get further than you can along this pathway. But at the end of the pathway, we have 3 players that you can choose from. Now, the fact that a 95 overall player is the final reward means you probably shouldn't be expecting anything better than a 95 before that, so I would be very, very cautious of doing anything in this Premier League chapter other than just kind of grinding through the events on a daily basis. And then we got Mascherano there at the bottom. Also interesting that there's 3 paths, so I'm not sure if there's paths we can take along the way or what it's going to look like, but I guess we'll find out when that ends up dropping in-game. Next thing we got is the Team of the Season icon. So the Team of the Season icon chapter, this one I kind of feel like is pretty cool. You end up getting feature rewards in this chapter by playing through the head-to-head matches, versus attack, or just the regular matches against the phone Android device. There are daily limit assists, 20 points, and then you can claim your rewards, which is basically winning 1 head-to-head, 1 versus tag match, or winning, what is it? 7. No, 6. No, 5. There you go. I got this. 5 of the regular matches that we have there. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and you can start to uncover some of these rewards. Now, to be very careful with this as well, because there are 3 different players that you can claim. And for each of them, if you want to claim, you have to claim all 9 of these different pieces. And in fact, even if you click the name one, that's going to cost you a lot of these icon points in order to figure out who that player is. So before you start picking one of these categories, I'd come back here and watch one of our videos where we sort of unlock each of these ones, or at least the name of each of these ones, so you know which player you are starting on doing before you start to spend the points. So be careful before you start to spend the points until you actually know which player is going to be in the different reward, because again, there are 3 different choices, and at now we know nothing about these players, but it's going to cost a lot of icons. You're going to have a lot of icons points wasted if you start spending on ones that you're not going to end up wanting to claim in the end. The other thing we got here, we got the Team of the Season Arena. In this one, you claim your free energy each day. So you get 3 Team of the Season Arena energy, and then you can play the matches over here. And basically, when you play through the matches, you get 20 for winning in head-to-head, 10 for versus attack, and 5 for just winning a match. I don't know if you can purchase additional energy. I'm hoping you kind of can't. It's kind of cool when you have that actual limit to it. But then we got the base pack that you can get here, and then some of these big rewards further along the path as well, including a 92 to 99 overall player for 300 of the points, or a Mascherano card as well. And once you've won 30 wins in the Team of the Season Arena, you can claim a 94 overall unauctionable player in there as well. And then we got the Ultimate Team of the Season. Now, on the Ultimate Team of the Season, you can kind of see that Team of the Season players go to Ultimate Team of the Season players. So be careful if you're putting a lot of training, ranking all those things in Team of the Season players, because you might need them for the Ultimate Team of the Season players when it comes time for Ultimate Team of the Season. Then we got the Star Pass. The one big difference in the Star Pass is the top rewards to the 97 overall player is actually not at the final one here. It's midway along the way. So what is it? On level 30, you claim it, and then there's still rewards past there as well. When we look at this here, we got quests as well. So quests, I mean, same as all the other kind of quests that we're sort of looking at with this one. And then on the next one, we got the exchanges. So we got some exchanges here. 2 Team of the Season players. Again, everybody, as you probably have expected by now, and this is unauctionable. But the ironic part is, in most of them, you have to put tradable players in to get unauctionable players back. So it's like, I don't really understand that deal there. It should at least be unauctionable for unauctionable if we're going that direction. But you can do it unlimited for Team of the Season players. And then it seems to repeat itself. I don't know why it does that. And then a 94 to 99 overall Team of the Season player times 3, which will be really interesting to see what kind of requirements you have for those exchanges. Then we have the icon exchange points in the store. And then a look at some of the players that we have in the first week as well. So Patrick Vieira, stats I was saying, I mean, they look amazing. That is definitely going to be a card that you are going to want to add to your squad, except it's also going to be a card that's going to be very, very difficult to add to your squad. We got Holland as well, 97 physical, 103 shooting, and 98 pace, 91 dribbling, also going to be a solid card. He's had some very good cards in this game, been very happy with some of the Holland cards, so also looking forward to testing that card out as well. All right, so here we go. Team of the Season walkout here. I love that. Portugal center back in a hero as well. So we are getting ourselves a very, very nice animation for the Team of the Season. Let me know, though, what your thoughts on that animation are. I definitely feel like I love that animation. Can't wait to pack our first walkout on Team of the Season on FC Mobile. So thank you for checking this out. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a pleasure as always. Stopde.